Hey, let's talk about something important. There are moments when life looks fine from the outside, but on the inside, something feels off, like a piece of you has gone quiet or got left behind. It tends to be a soft, subtle ache that comes when the noise fades and you realize there's a deeper part of you waiting to be seen. That part is your inner child. You probably heard the term inner child before, but what does it mean? From a psychological point of view, it's the part of your subconscious that holds early emotional patterns, beliefs, and protective responses. Spiritually, it's the original you, intuitive, creative, sensitive, and often still carrying pain you didn't always have the tools to process. When that part of you goes unheard, it can show up as chronic self doubt, emotional overgiving, burnout, or a quiet disconnection from your own voice, even when you've been working on yourself. But before we go further, take a moment and hit the subscribe button and download my free e guide, Unlocking Your Inner Wisdom. It's a soulful, supportive tool to help you reconnect with clarity. Let's get back to the heart of this video, walking through three clear, grounded steps to begin healing your inner child, starting with the emotional foundation that everything else is built upon. Let's begin with step number one: validate your feelings, not the role you've been playing. You may have learned early on that being strong, capable, or helpful was the best way to feel safe or accepted. So you kept on showing up in that role. You kept on holding it together, making others feel comfortable and minimizing your own needs, even when you were quietly hurting inside. Over time, this can create a gap between the role you've been playing and the deeper emotional truth under it. Healing isn't about retelling your story, it's about tuning into the emotions that are rising and asking yourself, where is this coming from? Let yourself notice what surfaces a moment, an age, and energy. Allow what wants to come up with presence and compassion, meaning don't judge it, witness it. When you let the emotion be witnessed, not to fix it, not to explain it, but simply to witness it, something magical happens. Your nervous system begins to soften. And in that softening, a sense of safety begins to return to you, not through control, but through care. And this is something very nuanced because we generally want to immediately fix something. But when we allow ourselves to witness, that's actually where the healing begins to take place. And this leads us to step number two. Once you've created emotional safety by validating what was never fully seen, we can give your inner child a new role. So in step one, we began to notice the roles we've been playing: strong, helpful, always holding it together, even when parts of us felt overwhelmed inside. Once we create emotional safety by acknowledging the roles and the pain underneath them, the next step is about giving that part of us a new way to belong. The inner child doesn't need to keep running the show from a place of fear or protection. Instead of pushing them aside, invite them to take a new role. The part of you that gets to feel wonder again, that gets to create, that gets to imagine, that feels deeply without shame. Good way to help you do this is through reframing. You can speak to your inner child and say, hey, my name is Cindy. So I'm going to say, hey, Cindy, you no longer have to protect or perform. You get to imagine, you get to create. I'll take care of us. And when you do that, sit in quietude and see what comes up. You might get an inkling to want to go and dance or play a sport or do something joyous. When you're in that place and the safety starts to arise within you, other parts of your inner child start to feel safer. So it ends up being a holistic type of endeavor, noticing and witnessing, allowing the safety to return, and starting to give new roles. From there, we build. If you're able to do this at least 5 minutes a day, draw, move, dance, play, it makes a difference. And it's not about being childish, it's about honoring the part of you that still longs to feel fully alive, to have fun. When we allow ourselves to feed our inner child, it affects other aspects of our life, whether it be professionally, whether it be the emotions that we feel, the way we relate to people, and so forth. If this is striking a chord and you want to stay connected beyond YouTube, I do send out a weekly newsletter called The Empowered Human. It's a space where I offer grounded tools. You can sign up in the link below. Now, let's move on to step number 3, integration. So we started to allude to it in step 2, but this is what integration looks like in step number 3. You reparent through rhythm, not pressure. Now that your inner child has a new role, one rooted in wonder, presence, and creativity, it's time to build a rhythm that nurtures that connection. You don't need another system that makes you feel like you're not doing enough. You don't need more work. What you need is rhythm, something consistent, honest, attuned to what's real and authentic to you, not to me, not to your neighbors, but to you. Here's one practice you can try this week as a morning check in. Ask yourself, what do I need to feel emotionally safe today? In the evening, you can also ask yourself, what part of me showed up today that I want to thank? These micro moments are how we begin to reparent ourselves, not through pressure, but through presence. And they retrain your body to expect care. And that allows you to show up in other parts of your life, with your family, with your friends, in your career, with more presence, more integration, and less on alert, less performative, more real. Now, if you're looking for a more self-paced path that still walks you step by step through this work, I created the Potential Code. It's a digital course designed to help you turn insights into daily rhythm and presence so you can build lasting emotional integration, not just momentary breakthroughs. You'll find everything in the link below. Now, this has been a lot of information to take in, and that's why we're going to now move into our usual closing grounding meditation. Are you ready? Let's begin by closing our eyes. Sit up straight, put your feet on the ground, or sit cross-legged. The idea is that your spine is straight, so energy is flowing through you. Your eyes are closed or your gaze is softened, looking at a particular spot. Feel yourself in this space, in this time, and imagine there's a bubble around you, a beautiful protective bubble. This bubble is a place for your personal you time, feeling safe, anchored, and protected, and held in loving light. Take several deep, clarifying breaths in and out. Breathe deeply as you can inhale through your nose. Hold for a few seconds and exhale out through your mouth. Repeat this 3 more times. Inhale through the nose, hold, exhale out. The more you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. Continue breathing, letting your body settle into a soft, quiet rhythm. And as you're in this space, of softness, of safety. Scan your body. Are there any places and spaces where you feel tension? How does your neck feel, your shoulders feel, your back? If there's any tension, send the breath there. Continue breathing in and out, in and out. And we're going to do a short little visualization. Now, I want you to imagine that you are standing in front of a young child. That child is you. You are that child. In this beautiful space, tell your child, your inner child, I'm here. I'm here listening to your needs. I'm here in love. You are safe. You matter. Continue in this space, breathing in and out. And if there's anything else you would like to tell your inner child, this is your moment to do it. As you continue breathing in and out, does your inner child want to say anything to you? Maybe you get a sense of something, an impression, a feeling. Trust it. Listen to it. Your inner child always communicates with you. And the way we listen is in quietude. You are in a beautiful, safe space, in this beautiful bubble of safety. Continue breathing in and out. And now I like to invite you to imagine that you have a gift in your hand. And that gift is something you've always wanted, but for some reason didn't get it. Maybe you never made the time to treat yourself, or maybe you were never treated. Whatever that gift is, look at that gift in your hands. See it with love, with joy, with awe and wonder, and give it to your inner child with a heart full of love. And see in your mind's eye your inner child receiving this gift. Your inner child smiles at you and says, "Thank you." Imagine your inner child being filled with safety, with love, with joy, with happiness, receiving this gift. Because in receiving this gift, your inner child is reminded that it is worthy of receiving. It is worthy of joy, of love, of safety, and of being acknowledged by you. Sit with this feeling another minute or two. Continue to breathe deeply in and out in a beautiful, soft, gentle space. There isn't any rush, but when you're ready, wiggle your hands and feet and open your eyes. If this resonated with you and you haven't hit the subscribe yet, please do so. This space here is to support you and to help us all return to wholeness. And if you would like to continue your journey, grab your free e-guides. Until next time, make it a great day.